Hello once again, it's your boy That's No Moon back with another Gear 13, is it worth it? And here's how my first order are looking at the moment, pretty shabby. And Galactic Legends have completely changed the face of this game, undeniably so. I think in terms of my standpoint and where I want to do it, I feel like I want to do it in stages. A buddy suggested to me that he's doing his in stages. So he works on the core first order first of all, and then he's gonna. So this might be Kylo Ren and Mask, Kylo Ren, first order Stormtrooper, General Hux maybe, first order Executioner, and first order Officer. So that's quite a good way of doing it. The other way of doing it is hoarding, and I'm notoriously bad at hoarding. I hate it. I've got to spend that gear as soon as I've got it. So this is a character, if I remember right, when he first came out, he wasn't that good, a little bit underwhelming. Then he became meta for a while, especially with the tank raid in Phase 1. And then he sort of sloped off into non-existence once again. So it's been a long time since I've actually seen this character, and I haven't touched mods in about a year, 18 months, I would have thought. Recently got him up, and gearing wasn't too bad from sort of 10 to 12, and then 12 happened pretty quickly. So to have a look at his kit as well, to have a look at the advantages and how we want to play this as well. Healing immunity is pretty clutch with a leftover Malak. I do like the first order that can sort of take that down. This one can't deal critical damage, but you will get 50% damage. I don't think much of your damage is coming from this. So I'm not quite sure how to take this at the moment. And first order allies with advantage gain 25% turn meter. That's always nice as well. A little natural passive speed up for them as well. Outrage is actually quite interesting. Inflicts stun if Kylo has full health. If not, it deals 75% more damage. This one can crit hit and recover protection equal to the damage dealt. The reason that I think this character might be interesting is possible solo potential on 3v3s and 5v5 even. So we're going to have a look as well. I've got the Zeta on there as well. So it's a nice little Zeta again with the buffs and debuffs. Kylo Ren and Kylo Ren Unmasked, you can sometimes time out with them if you're not careful. So to have a look at the stats first and foremost, he also has a ship, probably one of the worst ships in the game. Get in the comments if you think this ship is any good, because I'm not particularly a ships guy, but it seems pretty bad anyway. Maybe I'm just playing it wrong. I doubt it though. But, so you are going to have a bit of bloat, and unfortunately most of the First Order do have ships as well. So in terms of the mastery, it's accuracy, damage, and defense penetration. Not bad health and protection at the moment at Gear 12. Speed is okay. Crit damage, I'm not too bothered about that. Potency, I could do with probably upping that in terms of landing that healing immunity. Tenacity, I kind of want to strip away any tenacity that I can, because the reason being I want this one here. Kylo takes reduced damage, and where is it? Gains 10 speed for each debuff on him. That's the sentence I was looking for. So in terms of gear pieces, that one's pretty easy. Not many other characters need it, I've noticed. I think First Order Officer also shares it. That's not too bad. I'm kind of running out of those guys. I haven't seen anyone use that in ages. This one, little bit annoying in terms of using a stun cuffs, but it is what it is. It's one of those things. Stun gun on that one. And this one is this one's a little bit less used. Treya again is probably the option there. Arc Trooper, Night Sister, Spirit, Young Han if you're after Scoundrel, some FAC, HK, Death Trooper if you're doing, and then also First Order Officer. So not a huge amount there, but again this piece keeps cropping up all over the place. So let's take the plunge, let's go and hit it. The other thing that I was going to have a look at was the damage. So physical damage is 3822, so his attacks will do physical damage. So they all do physical, so that's kind of what we're interested in. So physical damage, and we'll have a look how it is. In terms of actually, okay. So I do actually have The update was only that they're reverting the challenges and the daily nodes farms from 8 back to 5. Thanks for that. And yeah, we do actually have a place that we can get a baseline, which is the BB-8 event. So let's go into, I think they're like gear level 11 or 12 possibly, but just in terms of having a look at the damage that they do, let's go and have a look. So let's get some stun out there. So I haven't got any advantage, so let's go for a big one of those. That was pretty nice. I was going to swap turn meter over to Kylo there, but whoops. Let's get some advantage going on now. Don't know why I'm flipping that over. Not a huge amount of damage from that one. But he's okay. He hits okay. 30,000. That's not too bad. Let's put a stun over there. And I do like the stun. I do really like controlling the turn meter. I think that's what he does have going for him. Nice, 29,000. So we're capping out at around 29,000. Yeah, 29, 30,000. Okay. But yeah, 33 there actually. That wasn't too bad. So let's go and have a look and see if it is actually worth it. Certainly this wouldn't be one of your first Gear 13 characters. But, as I said, it is a requirement of Galactic Legends, and it has changed the landscape of the game. No two ways about it. So we get some more speed, some more physical damage. Great, I don't mind that. Armor penetration, that's always good. Physical crit chance, that's not too bad. Potency, now I do actually quite like that. Tenacity, I don't like that. Health steal, I don't mind that because that's fairly useful in terms of survivability. So let's go. Let's hit it. Let's upgrade. And we have Darth Vader's helmet. And let's put a couple of relic levels. I'm not going to be going all the way up to gear. So him, Kylo Ren and Master Emperor Palpatine, you need 7 if I remember right. And then the others are like 5s. I will double check it when I come to it, obviously. But I don't mind sticking a couple of relic levels on him. I'm going to pause it here. Okay, so for now, I think I'm going to go to 3. I don't think I'm going to push it too much to 4 at the moment. So strength has growth, health has increased quite a bit, armor a little bit, physical damage has gone up, armor in the agility side of things, and accuracy, damage, and armor resistance and penetration. So that's all great. Special damage is useless. Resistance is neither here nor there. So yeah, let's change up a couple of mods, see what sort of damage we can output, and I'll give you my final thoughts on it. Okay, so I've had a little play around with mods, and health and protection is around about 107,000. I haven't bothered with crit damage. I've actually gone for offense on the triangle. Not going to slice it because again, I'm just not going to bother. And in terms of physical offense, it puts us at 5639. If I go, there is also a case in point of protection. So I could get that and it would drop me down in damage and it would put me to about 74,000. So I could probably stack this with like protection primaries and probably still keep that. So let's say for example, so it gets to about 82. So you can get it not too bad in terms of survivability. But again, I'm not going to concentrate too much. Let me know in the comments how you mod yours as well. But I'm just going to keep it for that at the moment. And we'll go back in, have a little look now in the journey guide. Let's see if there's been a significant... So it was 3.8 before, it's now 5.6. So we're nearly double damage. Let's see if that transfers. And let's go from there. And I'd like your thoughts as well. It's not all about me telling you whether I think it's worth it. It's I think it's quite nice to get feedback from you guys as well. What was that, 27? So he is hitting harder, about a third harder when it comes to the AoE now, which is nice. Let's try over there, 42,000. So it has gone up by about a third on the AoE and then a quarter on the special. Yeah, so that's doing it for about 21,000, I think now. 40,000, there we are. So it's about 25% increase in damage. 42,000. But I mean, I quite like how sort of tanky has become. 48,000, that's a nice hit. And then 15,000 again. So there's some not bad damage output there. Obviously against higher up squads it will be a little bit different. The question that I'd like to pose to you is, what's the limit? Because most people still have Jedi Training Ray at maybe Gear 12 along with BB-8. Obviously if you're shooting for a Galactic Legend as well, you won't, but I wonder where the tipping point is. Okay, no crit on that one. But yeah, so 15,000 from that. 43 on that. So I reckon I could pump up his damage a little bit more, but as I said, I'm not going to sort of worry too much about this character. It's just more a showcase of what it actually is. That wasn't bad, 48. So I mean, this may well get you out of a sticky situation. I think it's quite good on defense as well, because you do have to be a little bit careful, especially with Kylo Ren. Unmasked, I think you do have to definitely choose the right squad against it. Can go a little bit wrong. I've known many a time where Rebels has timed out against this, just because they can't get through it or they're spamming too many debuffs. But yeah, so I think in this video I'll sort of more so present the differences and what happens, as opposed to my opinion. I mean, my opinion is it is worth it if you are chasing a Galactic Legend. If you are not, and this is the part I'll put it up, the stats side by side. If not, Galactic Legends don't really interest you. I think there is some value in it, but above the 5 million mark, maybe even 5.5 or 6 million. I think this is a character that complements the faction quite well, but not as much as others. Personally, I think that Kylo Ren Unmasked is like much better. General Hux is great, Sith Trooper's great, First Order Executioner's great, and Kylo Ren has sort of been left behind. But I get why, because when you have iterations of the character, you have the original Kylo Ren, which came a long time ago. Let's not get it twisted. Then you have Kylo Ren Unmasked, who was better again, and then you obviously have Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. So it all does build up to it, and it's a little step towards a Galactic Legend, should I choose to follow one, or should I choose to get one in the not too distant future. Possibly. I'm still undecided on it. As I said, I think there is value in Grand Arena. I think there's value in putting it on defense. I think it can get you out of trouble as well on offense. I think it adds another string to your bow on both of those. But as I said, there are a lot of other characters out there which would benefit you from taking to Gear 13 before this one. So case in point, Traya, in terms of what I had available there for a finisher piece. But I really would like your thoughts. I don't think he's bad, but I don't think he's particularly standout either. I think he's got his uses, but they're quite niche. So as I said, I would be glad to hear your feedback on it. If you want to continue the discussion, either in the comments below, or you can hop over into the Discord. And if you have enjoyed the content, please leave a like and subscribe if you're new around here as well. I've been That's No Moon. I'll see you next time. Cheers all.